And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mommy Anna on the go in here. Anne Marie Empanado Wilson, how are you? Yes, yes, yes. How's everybody doing? It is Monday night here in America, and I know it's Tuesday morning already there in the Philippines. Yet I told myself, you know what? I have not gotten into sitting down and really just talk to my audience what I would want to say and, keep inspiring our business partners as well as those that are still not in the business. So I'm here. I'm happy to see you here. How are you all doing? If you are just coming into my live or it's your first time seeing me, it's not too late yet to reintroduce yourself. Tell me where you are, and maybe you can hop into the conversation. If you feel like you want to be part of this conversation, you are more than welcome to come on over. And it looks like we are live in all platforms, and we are live in Facebook, my page, personal page, business page, in the YT as well in the TikTok. So hello, hello, hello. Give a shout out where you're watching from. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much to those that are here. There you go. Ebony is here watching. And what state? Remind me which state you're watching from again, Ebony. Thank you so much. Because today's live, I really would want to come on in here doing live just to inspire, right? Para lang talaga tayo makapag-inspire sa iba. And I know Ebony does not speak Filipino, so I'm going to try my very best to speak 99.9% English. Washington State. So it's a bit early there. It's like what? 7:27 p.m., isn't it? So, our deal for tonight, for today, what we can do really is just to support each other. May you be in the business yet or not yet, we can just really support each other. The question that I'm posing right there, it's running at the end of your at the bottom of my screen. It says, what's one challenge you're ready to take on today? When we talk about challenge, definitely you can define that yourself. What kind of challenge do you have? Is there a low challenge, medium challenge, or there's actually an immediate high challenge? So when you say about challenge, that means something is triggering your mind to really think about, something is triggering your physical body to really act upon it, or your emotion. That could be a challenging thing too. So, what's one challenge you're ready to take on today? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it high? So, I would share something with you today. So, today, this morning, really, for me, waking up was a challenge. Definitely for some reason, I've heard my kids banging. My husband's outside this morning at 6 o'clock. I know my husband got my kids, so I definitely did not get up early, which is my usual, right? That was a challenge for me to get up. So I did not win that part. I did not win that. I told myself I really have to get up and support my kids, be there for my kids all the time. But there are days. So be kind to yourself if you are not able to really accept that challenge that you take every day. And again, that is okay, right? I have a platform to solve your problems. We need to have a meeting. Definitely, definitely. So now, when I woke up and I know the kids are not here anymore, I said, oh my, I messed up, but it's okay. Not a biggie, not a biggie. If my son would say, Mom, it's not that deep, I told myself, hey, come on, it's not that deep. You still have tomorrow, you still have Wednesday, you still have 180 days of school days, right? So it's not really that bad, and you still have the whole entire day to act upon that challenge. So I told myself, I said, okay, what am I going to do for today? I went back to my schedule. I always have a schedule, and realizing, oh, wow, I didn't realize, well, I always have my cell phone. My cell phone has all of my calendars, right? Because that's easier access for me. So I took a look in there and I said, oh, okay, I don't have major meetings today. But it's a challenge for me that it's already November 4th, you guys. My calendar here in the office is all wiped off. That means I did not transfer my cell phone's calendar to my calendar. But I know that I also did not do that in our family calendar. So we have a family calendar outside, actually in our on the side of our refrigerator. So I told myself, okay, I'm going to do that. So I added that one to my list of what to do for today. So that's a challenge. I said, for me, I really have to sit down on that. And another thing that I know, it's a mid. So this one's, those are just low, 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 errands here, to do list here. Those for me are low. But those are still challenges that I need to do in a day. But the middle one, I told myself, oh my goodness, I only really focus on myself and my health if I know there's a trip coming up, and I'm not really that bad. It's just I know that I need to move more. I need to keep up on my walks and my steps. So I average only like 3 to 4, if even less than that, if I don't go to the gym. But if I go to the gym, I dance and I walk. Sometimes I do yoga. I could hit my 10,000 mark of steps. So today I said I really need to get up, change in my gym outfit, and just go to the gym. Just go to the gym. Just keep on pushing. Just keep on pushing. Another thing is I'm doing intermittent fasting, and that's easier for me. Honestly, I could compare when I was in school. It was easier for me to do my intermittent fasting than being here at home, because when I was in school, I know I have to get up in the morning, get myself ready, go drive to school, have my cup of coffee, and then when I get to school, I get my tea. Which reminds me, I'm supposed to have a tea here. I forgot about it already. Have my tea, and around 9 or 10, around 8 or 9, it depends, I'm gonna get my electrolytes. So those are my three major liquids, so that I am actually good and I could still last until either lunchtime. If I really will push it, I could push it until when I get home, 3 o'clock. That's when I eat, 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 eat. So for me, it was easier to control my weight, my health when I was still working. Plus, of course, when I was working, I did more steps. I have my students to run after, walk around the classroom. It's impossible for me to just sit the whole entire day. So that, compared to what I'm doing right here, now that I'm at home, it's really much more of an effort to really take good care and really be mindful of what I'm doing. All right. So I did that. I got home and I did a few of the follow ups, but I didn't win again because there's a major challenge that I had to achieve today. And I have this L'Oreal colored box. It's Color Sonic. I think, I don't know if you know that. I already threw the box. That has been sitting on my table for the longest time, and I like the idea of, making a vlog about it, reviewing it, but I told myself I'll do that some other time. I'll do that some other time. But I know I have an event to go tomorrow and I have an event coming up this weekend. I don't have time. Or I don't want to bleach my hair anymore, right? But I found this Color Sonic from L'Oreal that all you're going to do is just to retouch the roots without much major activity or something to do. So today I told myself, after I did a hot tub plunge and dip on my hot tub, I said, I really, really have to do that. I need to conquer my challenge of just delaying it, because I know for a fact I can read directions. I'm not afraid to really try something for myself. It's just really the pushing of me doing it. And then I further took more me time, me care me. I opened up some boxes of beauty and health products. I tried it myself for the first time because I've always been looking into stuff, but I don't try it right away for some reason. I don't know. So those are the challenges. I am the procrastination queen, and that puts a toll on me and my business, because I know I can do more in my business, but it's just that I have this mindset of like, I can still do it tomorrow, or yeah, that's okay, I can still do it tomorrow. But you know what? Tomorrow might never come. We don't know. I'm a biggie. If you are a friend of mine or you know me, I would rather live for the now. I'll try to prepare for the future, but it's really better to just live for the now and think about it. If you are living in the moment and just doing things that would make you happy, then eventually you would really say that you're happy, and you would not really think about, ah, I did not do that and regret all of that, right? So for me, I was able to do that, and those are the challenges for today. But I know the question is just today. I know there are more and bigger challenges. Like those are just the objectives that have been checked off for today. What about your goals? We'll talk more about goals. But right now, I see viewers in here. I need to see you guys. Tell me where you're coming from. What state are you coming from? Is Ebony still here? Because if Ebony's not here anymore, then I could speak in our language. Hello, hello, hello. Shout out. Oh my goodness, we have a business partner from Australia. Hi, Notch. Coach Notch is Notchy. Is that right? Did I pronounce your name right? Notch or Notchy? So, you know what? Today we will just talk about how we definitely would conquer any challenge, and how are we being ready with it. Well, I tell you, life would always throw curveballs on us, but every obstacle is a chance to grow, to learn, and come out stronger. We will be talking about the powerful ways to overcome challenges and keep pushing forward. So that's one thing that I, as a coach, learned that in this. Okay, sorry, Ebony. I'm just going to continue speaking 99.9% English. Watching from the sunny weather down under. I know that's always the opposite. If it's cold here in America, I would definitely know that it's already warm there in Australia. So, definitely, life is very challenging. Life is very challenging. Definitely, some challenges, like what I've said, could be minor, could be major, could be just like, oh, okay. Every challenge is really an opportunity for us to learn. Just like when you say there's really no such thing as a winning and losing, there's always just going to be learning. You learn when you win, you also learn most definitely when you lose. But you know what? That's easier said than done. When you are in a situation, it is harder to really think of ways, or, oh, what kind of lesson would I be learning from this? No. When you are at the moment and you are very challenged at the moment, it's either you question, it's either, you do things that you're not supposed to be doing, and that's just part of life. We cannot blame them on that. But I could just remind you that there are really ways for you to keep on pushing and challenge those challenges later on. You would just laugh at it and say, hey, I conquered those challenges. Hey, I didn't even know I can do those. So, as a coach myself, I have looked this up and I said, you know what? When you overcome challenges, you have to shift your mindset. Definitely, it always starts with the mind. It always starts with the mind. That's why you really need to focus on the solution, not just the problem. You have to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? A positive outlook helps you turn obstacles into opportunities. And as what I've said, when you are at the moment, you really don't think it that much. But remind yourself, when you are facing something, let's start off with maybe a situation about a family. Your family is going through something. Your relationship is going through something. It doesn't matter if that's your relationship with your husband, relationship with your kids, relationship with your kids, relationship with your business and business partners. Think about it. Okay, what's the problem here? The problem here is my teenager just always just want to spend more time with her friends and would rather do things with her friends and not with us. Well, guess what? That might not be a problem for her, but that's a problem for me, because as a mom myself, I would rather have my kids spend more time with me, right? I mean, if you are a mom like me, um, most of us, I don't know if it's an Asian thing or it's just a Filipino thing or it's a Bisaya thing or it's just my thing. Of course, I miss the days when my kids would spend more time with me. Now it becomes problematic because every time my teenager, my daughter wants to do something with her friends, I always feel like that's because she does not want to spend more time with us. For me, that was a problem. But I should not think of it as a problem. I should think of it as my daughter now wants her independence more, and she's practicing that by being with other friends, other people aside from just us, her family. Or, hmm, maybe, as what I've said, the last time when she had her homecoming, I tried to squeeze in myself in there, and I said, you know what? I'm going to volunteer and I'm going to make it a secret, and I'm not going to tell her that. Well, my husband is level minded, level headed, and said, well, you are definitely gonna cause trouble. You are gonna ruin her night, and definitely she would not like that, and you're gonna end up, being headbutting each other again. You better just tell her. So I took the advice of my husband and I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna tell her. So I told her that the night before, I said, you know what, I told my daughter, I am volunteering for your homecoming. What do you think about it? She's like, yeah, sure, mom. And I did not even I did not even expect that. I did not expect for my daughter to just be cool about me being around her during her first ever homecoming. So for me, that's really amazing. There you go. We have more business partners coming in here. Yes, yes, yes. Every challenge is opportunity for us to learn and grow. Jonna Bella, I know is from the Philippines, also here. All right. Madam Adi is also here. Thank you. Definitely. Yeah, for us, it might just be nothing. For them, for the kids, for the other person, that might not be anything for them. But for us, if it becomes a problem, then I have to find a solution for myself. So I really have to change my mindset. It's like, okay, now I know that you just want to spend more time with them. Maybe you're exercising your right to be more independent. You are discovering other people. I hope you're learning from them. So I just need to take that negativity out of my head that they might learn something negative from their friends, they might not want to be with us anymore, and blah 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 blah. She might not do all of her studies really good, but you know what, those are the kind of solution for me, shifting my mindset to really just thinking about it's not a big deal, like that's not really a problem. So that's one example. You might have a different example in your own lives, definitely. Or we can talk about business. We can definitely talk about the business. When we think about the business and we say, my ads not picking up, let's just say that, because we're doing digital marketing, we're doing attraction marketing, we work on warm market, but we definitely are working towards ads. I have a problem, I'm not bringing in more leads because my ads are not working. How can I learn from this? What can I do? What can I do? So definitely there are solutions to that. When you shift your mindset, you know what, it's like, it's either I'm going to watch our training because we have that in our masterminds. We watch our masterminds, we watch meetings, or we go and attend meetings. You need to find solution for yourself. Or if you know that the problem while you're not doing your ads is because you don't have time, then you have to change your mindset. It's like, is this business really worth it for me to give my time and making ads? Is this business really worth it for me to sit down and talk to my coach and ask her to help me do my ads? Is this business really worth it for me to put my time and effort to this? Will this really solve and change my lifestyle? And I'm going to answer that for you if you still don't know the answer. The answer is yes, yes, yes. Right? Madam Adi, yes, it's hard, but we need to give our kids the freedom to choose and be able to differentiate positive and negative influences. I totally agree. We have Noitebs. I miss. You know what, Noitebs? I already I'm 7 years in YT. Shout out, Noitebs. kagwapa sa akong idol buyag uy wala akong ganit tay makeup diha nag lipstick lang ko kay para dili kay taluoy sa tan-awon. So it's been 7 years since I've known Noy Tibbs. I know ins and outs, and I was also just watching Will Dasovich and his friend talking about YouTube and all that stuff while I'm driving. So cool, cool, cool. We can talk more about that. But I'm still here. I still post a little bit here and there, but I'm so more focused about the business. Yes. So that's it. How can I grow from it? Like definitely you need to have a positive outlook that I need to solve a certain problem so that this obstacle becomes your opportunity. All right, talking about the business, since you know your ads not picking up, you look into strategies, you attend meetings, you do one-on-one with your coach or mentor. And you know what? Now you've learned that you have to do this kind of targeting. That you learn that you are gonna either do manual instead of automatic. Now you know that you can actually target just cities instead of maolagi cities instead of countries, something like that. Now you learn, and later on when you see that that really worked, definitely your problem that you could not launch an ad now becomes a solution. There's a solution, and you turn that obstacle into an opportunity. Ganahan ko mo clock in ani Noy Tebs. 7 years na but di pa jud sikat. Kababa ka Noy Tebs, you are so correct. But honestly, yes, we tried our very best in YouTube, but when I found this business, you might not say that I am, not sikat worldwide, but it feels so good when we go to conventions. Like, I have been to a couple of conventions. I went to, in our business community, I went to Las Vegas, I went to Calgary, and last June, I went to Japan, and there are more than 8,000 business owners that were in there, and and a couple thousands also are coming from our team all over the world. And it feels so good when a lot of our business partners would want to take pictures with me. I did not feel sikat. I did not feel popular, but I felt way better because they would always say after or even before taking pictures that, oh my goodness, pa-picture ta, mamian, pa-picture ta, coach, because I am inspired by you. I really want to get your energy, want your positivity. Yeah, so for me, leaving not leaving but not really focusing on YouTube and focusing on my business gives me a better point of view in life, and saying that, hey, I might not be sikat right now, but I know I have inspired a few, if not a couple of people, and I feel good. I feel good with that. I felt like I have done my purpose here in the world. All right. So after we do that, you shift your mindset. Another thing that we can do is really to take action one step at a time, especially if we are facing a major challenge. Remember that the big wins are made of small little steps. Breaking it down, breaking your challenge into manageable actions. Well, you tackle them one thing at a time. Every step forward counts. Um, well, I have a very good example to this, but because it's so personal and dear to me, I'm not gonna share it. For example, um, I'm gonna take away other people's stories. Let's just say, for example, me. I've always have to make myself as an example, right? I know there was a bigger challenge of me growing up as a pobre lagi, kay dili lagi ta dato. I was born of obviously not rich, and I know my my parents would not be able to send me to college, but I'm just blessed enough that I have an aunt and I have a Lola that sent me to college and finish that. So if I was so negative about that challenge, I could have just said, you know what? forget that. I'm going to do something else, or, I would just be stuck to where I am. But realizing that my aunt was the one who helped me, and she was from Australia, actually, Nochi, Coach Nochi, and she, I know, helped us a lot. So I told myself, I also want to be able to help my family. And I need to do that one step at a time. Definitely breaking down little wins, small steps. I need to finish elementary, I need to finish high school, I need to finish college. That itself is a challenge, knowing that, you don't have a lot, you just really live within your means. And then I know coming here in America, I just knew I wanted to go out of the Philippines. So I tried looking for places. And since my aunt's already in Australia, I told her that I want to live with her. So we were looking for ways in order for me to permanently stay there, because I have been to Perth, Australia for like 3 months in 2007, when she was having her long service, something, they have something like that. And I was just there. But I know for a fact that if I will do it, I could not be a teacher in in Australia, because their education system is not leveled with the Philippines educational system. So I still tried to look for stuff that I need to do, but I know if I'm going to move to Australia, I need to go study some more and have a work and have a student visa. And having a student visa could let me work for at least 20 hours a week. So that was the plan. However, God has a major and bigger plans for me. But I also knew that I had a mentor who's already here in America. She was actually already teaching in New York. As soon as she got here in New York, she was telling us, her mentees, actually her students in college, she was telling us, since you're already, our teachers, get your master's degree, take special ed, because that's in demand here. So for me to be able to finish my degree and became a teacher, that's not just a small win, but actually that's a bigger step in order for me to really achieve the goal that I want in life, which is to help my family, right? And then when I finish my master's degree, I know that I have a bigger chance of going out of the country and becoming really a teacher going out of the country. And so when the applications came out, and I just had enough 3 and something years as a teacher, and I had my master's degree, definitely when they look into my credentials, I'm now able to earn not just the basic salary, but, obviously, because I have my master's degree, I definitely was earning more than those that are just in their, bachelor's degree. So for me, I broke down the challenge into little action steps that are manageable for me to do. And I had to tackle it one at a time. Now, going into the business, I was already 13 years in here in America teaching. When I realized that there is a major problem, because that was pandemic, that was one. Number two, what's going to happen if something has to happen with me or my husband? Are we still able to support my family in the Philippines? And worst is that I realized I did not have any savings for my kids when they go to college. And that was a shame, because I feel like, oh wow, the wheel's turning, and it's turning in the same direction and the same pattern as when I was growing. I don't want other people to help my kids finish their education. That's my obligation as a parent. That was my big bubog, no, growing up. So I told myself I need to find a way, a solution, in order for me to really bring in more money in the household. Because even with being masters, even with being already working for 13 years, how come it was still not enough? How come I was still living paycheck to paycheck? How come I still was definitely needing more? And I was on the neck with all of my utangs and debts and credit cards. Hey, focus on your goals despite of the in spite of the challenges. Definitely, definitely. So I was already in the crossroads too because in 2021 it's either, you know what, there's 9 of you watching in there. Thank you so much for staying in my life. It's either the crossroad is either I'm going to take my doctorate degree or I'm going to push through with this business. Now, I had to change my mindset because my mindset coming here in America, yes, it's a blessing to come here, but when I realized after 13 years, I am digging myself a deeper hole in all of the debts and the cycle of life. I was like, I need to do something. If I'm going to take my doctorate degree, then I'm going to borrow more money in order for me to finish my doctorate degree. And when I will be having my doctorate degree, yes, I'll have a little bit of increase in my salary, but I know I'll be taking more of a work and challenges as a teacher or could be on a different department. Would I want that? I told myself no, because I was already a little bit burnt out with my job, with my career. Not well, I love my kids, my students so much, but there's other factors that should not have been the major challenge being a teacher, but that's what's happening. That's in a different life. That's in a different story. So I pursued being a digital business owner. 3 years ago, if I did not do that little step of really changing my mindset, really taking one step at a time, I watched the webinar. And that's for free, by the way. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. EST. That's always live. If you want to watch it in your convenient time, just message me. I'll give you a link to my own replay because I was the one hosting that entire training. So for me, I was just like, when I watched that 90-minute webinar, I told myself it's manageable. I can do it on my free time. I can do it on my lunch break. I can definitely do it at night. So that means I don't even have to spend more time going away going away and working on my second job or something. If I have this business, I can have this business for myself. I can do this in the comfort of my home while watching my kids doing their sports on my fingertips, and definitely the generational wealth that I could pass it on to my kids. I told myself, wow, I found out during my coaching call that those that retired early, they retired within 3 to 5 years being in this business. And I told myself, hey, I can do that too. If this and this person inspires me so much and she is this and this and that, she overcame those challenges. She's not even so good with English. I'm a teacher myself. I can do that. Or she's even 83 years old. She is, yes, on her golden years. Dapit hapon ang kanyang buhay. Why is she successful in the business? I can do that. Oh my goodness, she only finished high school and she is now a lifetime earner, earning 42,000 a month bonus only. That's beyond her commissions in the business, and she's earning that. And she is a single mom. I was like, "What? I have the support of my husband. I'm a teacher. I finished my master's degree. I can do that too." So all those people, I did not just compare those different walks of lives for me to like say that I'm good and I'm best and I'm no. I did all that. I looked at different people with different challenges in their lives and they overcame it. How much more me? Yes, I have my own challenges. I don't have a business background. That's okay. We have a training. I really don't know what to do, but that's okay. We have the training. We have coaches, we have mentor. So for me, I was confident enough to start this business because one, I believe in myself that I will try to do my best to really make this work. Number two, I believe in the system. Back then there were only 75,000 all over the world, and would you believe it, now 3 years being in here, we are now 220,000 all over the world. A lot of those people, thousands of us, are successful. Thousands of us had already quit our jobs and really has done this business, do this business anywhere and anytime. 100% no more boss, 100% we could just do whatever we want to do with our lives, and really focusing on putting our time to the most valuable, to the most important people in our lives, right? I mean, if you are here and you are experiencing that and you are in the business, you can make a holler in the comment section. There's already 11 of you in there. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as what Coach Jenny said, just focus on your goals in spite of those challenges. You would eventually come out victorious, right? So number one was changing your mindset. Number two is taking action one step at a time. And as what I've said in this business, it really is a good example of taking that action one step at a time. You watch the pre-coaching video, you decide if you want to be part of this business, then we add you to our lead generation group. That lead generation group, you could see in there, you know, people that have really, really, really changed their lifestyle because of this business. A lot of results, in the business. Then you decide if you're willing to invest, because I'm going to tell you, this is a business of mine that is a high ticket item, meaning I'm not just selling lipstick, makeup, coffee, bags, or anything like that. Yes, there is a product, but the products that we have, we don't even have to sell it ourselves, right? And every time the system will really give us results, I just sign up a teacher in from New York. You know how much my commission for that? It's already 2 months of being of the teacher pay. Like, come on. It only took me 3 years to be in here. It only took me 3 years. Again, that's my result, because I knew I believe in myself. I knew I believe in the system, and I know I prayed to God for this. And this has always been a blessing to me and my family. So for me to be able to know that in my mind and then I put action to it, guess what? The third thing I want to tell you is lean on your support system. I don't think I'll be able to be really successful in this business without the help of my support system. You know what? You need to learn that you are not alone in this journey. Reach out to friends, to family, to mentors, anyone who lifts you up. A fresh perspective or encouraging word can make all the difference. Now, going back to my personal before going to the business, um, going back when I was younger, I know there's a lot of challenges in my immediate family. I don't need to do the nitty gritty and all the uglies of that when I was growing up. But then again, I was just so happy. I was just so grateful that I have a very good support system, which was my Lola. My Lola was always there, and the financing support of my aunt from Australia, and of course the other supports of my aunts and my uncles. They were my support system. Growing up in high school, also, I have a very good set of friends that they know what I was going through. That if I will just cry because at one point I'm like this and that, they were just there to listen. Definitely. When I was in college, I found a mentor that had really seen my potential. Why am I teary-eyed? I did not know I have this skills on me as a leader. I did not know I have the skill in me to really inspire others. And she believed in me by putting me to quiz bees, bringing me to national gatherings, um, just putting me in responsibilities that I thought I would not have done because I was not like that in high school. Only in college did I blossom to become a leader, really. And then she continued inspiring me, being a mentor to me, even after my college days, applying here to become a teacher here in America. You know, those were my support system. Even coming here in America, my aunt was still the financier. She still sent me money in order for me to pay for my placement test, placement, everything, and all of that. Of course, the prayers of my Lola and all of my family members. Definitely, definitely, we need that in our lives. Who are your support system? You know, when you are in a very big challenge of your life, no, gibuwagan ba karon sa imong uyab, gibuwagan ba karon sa imong asawa o sa imong bana, no? You thought they were your support system, and when that's all gone, do you really have that one person, two people, three that you could really run into? And I tell you, sometimes it does not need to be family. Sometimes it does not need really to be the friend. You could actually talk to your mentor and to your coach. And that's one thing that I really love in this business. I would not have become where I am right now without the support of our community, our bigger community. Our leaders are such big examples. Talking about that, I actually receive here. You know what color this one is? I actually receive in here um, a special card coming from our leader. Ah, can you see that? I need to take out mine. Ah, you see that? This is very recent. And while we are talking about that, it's just a thank you card. It's just a thank you card. Um, when I started this business, I really did not know that I could really make an impact in the community as well. All I knew was like every time I saw somebody talking in our training, I said, I want to be like that person. I want to be able to share my story too. I want to be able to also inspire others. And that's what I did. That's what I did. If you've heard about my story, you know I did that all together. It says here, I'm going to read it for you guys. Dear Anne Marie, this is just a quick note to reach out and say thank you for your recent presentation in the weekly mastermind. Would you believe that? I would also love to encourage you to sign up to host the daily drop in next. I already did that actually. These events are much different. You don't need to do a presentation, just simple be ready to discuss your topic and answer any questions that may arise. And that's I actually have done that. We want to keep the daily drop ins casual and light so that hosts don't find them daunting and attendees aren't too intimidated to ask questions. See that kind of support that we give to our business owners and partners, you guys? Amazing. You can choose any date and time that works for you, and you can present in any language and topic that you like. Do you know I presented in Bisaya? I presented in Bisaya. If you are one of the business partners, you know that. Thank you again for stepping up to help the community. You are making a difference, Mike and Darren. If you want more success, then you need to start connecting with your people. Did you just see that? If you want more success, then you need to start connecting more with your people. Every one of us desires the same thing in life, to simply feel like we are being seen and heard. Maximize your team's success by signing up in this. It's actually, you can sign up in this business. This is another stream of income that we have actually. So that was an example of our community, a community of more than 200,000 people in it. Our leaders, one of the best. You know, you just volunteered one time, they give you you really feel the appreciation. In a way, when you know that you're appreciated, you can give back more. You can actually share more of what you know. And when we volunteer, obviously that's volunteer. We don't ask for anything in return. We don't even get like a fee of the time that we spent for our community. No, that's the kind of community that I am in, and I'm so proud that I am really part of this community. Another one is my team on the go. That there's a reason why I am having this shirt. This is actually an eagle, a fired eagle. Eagle on the Go, Digital CEO. I gave this shirt out to my teams when we were in Calgary for our convention. I am just so proud that I know if you are in my team, definitely we will be here to help you out. Definitely will. I am the leader of that team. I am the coach in the team. And I know, especially now that I am retired, I have been doing one-on-ones with my team, definitely giving them more time that they deserve and they need. So if you are challenged, putting in an ad, you can't do live or anything that you think of, just communicate with that person, because sometimes we really could not just tag-an, we could not guess what you're feeling, we could not guess what you need unless you speak up. Me as a leader, I could just only put a platform in there, put a stage in there for you to shine, for you to really, like, I do meetings every Wednesdays for those who wants to come, you know and on top of that, there's different other coaches that were really much more willing to help us out. I'm very happy that Coach Mildred, even if she's way 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 up there, she would include my team all the time. Every time there are strategies, every time there are things that are new in the business and we need to strategize and all of that, my team's always welcome for that. So I'm really grateful that I have a coach also that does that for me. And the different coaches on the sides, you know what I mean? We don't even have financial strings attached. That is the now. But I would never forget the two people that I have started this business with. I don't even know if they watch my lives anymore. They used to be super supportive with me starting because, of course, they see that I'm growing and now I could definitely fly on my own wings. But when I started, there was this Coach Eden Oliverio. Coach Eden was my mentor. She was actually the ones in her ad that I found this business. And then when I signed up, Coach Mary Chill Obispo was the one who explained to me about the business. And the two of them, we met them right away, just a little less than a month of knowing about this business. I met them in New York and I know them personally. Honestly, we have a special bond from online to online friends, and they have always become not just my mentors and coaches. Now they became friends. Now we became family, and definitely we talk anything and everything that life throws at us. And that bond actually grew because not just in March of 2021 that I met the two wonderful ladies, we actually got connected with other ladies and we planned on going to Miami, hence the name Miami Girls. I have a solid friendship that made with ladies that were challenged in their own respective lives, but had found this business, this community, this team, and made it as our support system. And that's the beauty of that. Especially, you just really need to reach out because sometimes we assume and we thought that these people, like, we depend on our husband so much, we depend on our kids so much, we depend on our best friends. But what happens when they are the ones that you would want to support you, but they do not see the value of what you've seen, and instead of your support system, they are now your naysayers. They are now your challenge. Because that's a possibility too. Maraming gustong mag-business pero yung mga asawa nila mismo ay hindi nagsusuporta sa kanila. What kind of support system is that? That is not a support system, right? Oh, Medcast, I know you are from the business. If you call me a coach, that means I know you are from the business. Hello, hello, hello. Which state are you coming from, Meg? So, if that table has turned and you know that instead of your friends that you were expecting for them to become your support system, in a way they become so negative, then it's about time for you to more look around and say, "Oh, okay. I can get that support from my coach. I can get that support from my best friend, I don't know, or from the community itself." then definitely hang in there, because whenever you see that there's other people that sees your value, then you could tell to yourself that, I'm okay, it's all right. Oh, okay, from Florida. I thought you were in Texas too. Miss E. Now I see it. I see the resemblance. Hello po. How are you? How are you? Kumusta? Shout out from Dubai, ate kong payaman ng highest level. Of course, of course. Thank you, Lord, for all the blessings. Can't wait for more so we can also share it to more people. Right? So, number one was mindset. Definitely, number two was really to take action. It's not enough to just put it in your head. Take action, do it little at a time, and eventually those little wins would now become big wins. And then find somebody, find a support system, find a community that would really help you, take you out of that major challenge that you have. And always remember that no matter how big the obstacle, you have the power to conquer it. Believe in yourself, stay persistent, and keep moving forward. You're stronger than you think. Sige lang gyud, nganong magsige man kita ingon laban lang, kinsam gid ay kontra nato, sige taglaban. Laban lang. Life in general, every day is a challenge, but you have the option of you thinking for that challenge to become your blessings, right? Elevate your mindset. I agree with that. You have to be positive. It's normal to feel some kind of way some days, and that's okay. Just always remember that mind is really the driver of where you are going. But if you don't have your parts of your body, your eyes, your ears, your hands, your feet to drive you to where you are, then definitely you're not going to be able to make it there. If you do not have your car, if you do not have your support system, your training, your vehicle in going in there, and I believe that is the business that we have right now. It's real, because that challenge, the bigger challenge is really, how could I change my lifestyle? I'm tired of really working from 9 to 5. I'm tired of working for 45 years and I'm still earning just like $15 per hour. I'm tired of paying my bills. I'm tired of paying my credit cards, and I'm already onto my neck and I can't breathe anymore. What would I do? Obviously, you need to change that mindset. You need to take those action steps and find a business, a community, find a vehicle that would make you go there. For me, it's perfect. I knew it in my head that I can still do something in my life. And I took action when I found this business. After I took action doing this business, when I found challenges here and there, I hang on with my coach, hang on with my mentors, get into the community, and definitely believe in myself that I could really conquer all of the challenges. This is a blessing that God has given me. Obviously, if this is a blessing, I'm going to take good care of it. If there are challenges along the way, I know God is always there to be there and for me, right? So that's it. No matter how big the obstacle, you just really need the power to conquer it. Believing in yourself and staying persistent and moving forward. You're stronger than what you think. I hope and pray that you would really imbibe that in you. Positive mind attracts positive energy and positive vibes. That is so correct. And I keep on telling myself I am definitely going to update this, but no, I have not. Again, I am just very grateful to all the people that I have interviewed before. This is an example of my few of the people that I have interviewed in here. Let me see. It's been a long time that I have not seen this.
Hello guys! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Ako po, si Anne-Marie Empanado Wilson.
I never wasted time.
Go for it if you really want to change your life for the better.
The only thing can keep you moving forward is the conversation.
It's like a marriage. You have to take care of it.
I don't know how you do it. Maybe you can tell us how you do it.
It's a self-discipline, right?
Yeah, I told you she's a madam.
As everybody aims for that in life.
But the most important thing po is your mindset, how you think.
definitely. Did you agree to that one? And I know it needs an update, but I'm just so happy that I have those. Those were just the first, I think, first year of me being in this business, and now I know I have interviewed more people. I hope, StreamYard has saved that. I know I can go back to Facebook and really just get tips and tidbits of those interviews. But all those people that had supported me in this business, I know you're etched in my heart. I know you always have a space in my mind, in my heart, and my soul for supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And these are some of the results. Also, very few of those. I think this has been the first year of being in this business, I think.
We are global, and I am very happy and very grateful that you are here with us today. For those of you who's aiming, who's wanting, who's really needing to get that work for yourself, and you wanted to be your own boss. For those of you who wondered how to crack this online world and how to, earn from this. And for those of you who are looking for extra ways and extra income, you are 1000% on the right place.
You are definitely 1000% in the right place. If you do not believe that you can do it, I will be that person that would tell you that you can do it. If you're already here in the business, just be persistent. Just keep on moving forward. Just keep on getting plugged in. Stay with your coaches and mentors. Definitely watch the masterminds every Wednesday. And I tell you, run your ads. That's the way to move forward in this business. If you are not doing in any of those, I don't know what else you're doing. You have to go back to your mindset, and you really have to check onto your visions. What do you want to happen in this business? Why are you here in this business in the very first place? And number two, take action. It's enough that you just keep on thinking, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and I want to do that. No, take those little steps. Those little steps can make you get up in there, right? So thank you so much. I know there's more than there's 8 of you in here watching. Salamat. Thank you so much. Definitely to those that just hop in here and put some comments in the comment section, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. We have shared an hour together with me being in here. I like that I am just to sit down in here and really talk about, what is going on, how can I help you, how am I putting value to you watching my live. Thank you. Thank you for another inspiration, Coachy. Please reach out to Coach Anne Marie. For sure, you'll be in good hands. The best time to start is now. Definitely. And I always would say this, it's hard for me to leave if there's more people watching, but I think we're going to go unless you have any question. I'm going to give you a minute to put in the comment section if you have any question. By the way, you can take a look at my website. My website's www.annemarie-wilson.com, or you can message me if you want anything. What is going on? Nothing? All right, I'm going to come back live again in here. Tomorrow is another day. It's going to be, tomorrow's election. We hope and pray that it's going to be a peaceful election here in America. I hope and pray that whoever's going to win, I hope that their goals in their lives also is not just for them, but also for the sake of the whole nation. I hope it's not really going to get that ugly, Peace lang good. All those other things we could actually just conquer. But, we just need to keep the peace in the family, in the community, as well as in the bigger country, right? I also will be going to a funeral tomorrow. I just remember that student of mine that passed away. I'm going to the funeral tomorrow. I know there's going to be a lot of emotions tomorrow. Going home, I think I'm just going to vote in the afternoon, and in the evening, I will be hosting our webinar, the free webinar. So check that out, live tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST. I will definitely be hosting that. And there's a couple of one-on-ones that I need to do in between. I think I'm going to wake up so early, or after breakfast I have to sit down with another business partner to help them in their business. So a lot of things, a lot of little challenges in the day. But I'm happy that I'm able to conquer all that each day, but really making sure that in the bigger picture I am able to inspire others, help others, and in a way also see a bigger result in my business. So thank you so much again for watching. Remember that to share your blessings. For me, this business is my blessing. That's why I'm sharing it to you. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. This has been Coach Anne Marie. This has been Mommy Ann on the go, saying daghang salamat, and I'll see you again some other time. Bye.